Hey guys, today I'm going to be going through my drugstore lipsticks. I actually have more here off to the side as well, but if I don't get through every single thing, it'll probably be grouped in the next collection and declutter video that I do where I focus on my higher end lipsticks. So yeah, let's go ahead and just get into these. Okay, so I think I want to go ahead and start off with the top row, which are my liquid lipsticks, and then I have lip pencils and crayons. So I'll go ahead and start on this side. So the first four that I do have here are the Revlon Matte Ultra HD Matte Lip Colors, and I do have 4 shades in total. I have the nude one, which is Seduction. I also have the color Devotion, which is a warm medium pink. Addiction, which is a deeper berry shade, and then finally the shade Passion, which is this really beautiful ultra red color. And I think out of these 4, the only 2 that I want to hold on to are Seduction and Devotion, which is the light nude and the warm pink. I do like the way these both look on my lips. As for these 2, I do want to get rid of them, although the color is really pretty with these. They're really intense, they're nicely pigmented. The problem that I have with the formula on these, and the reason why I probably wouldn't purchase any more in the future, is just that they take so long to dry down. So it looks really like kind of hydrating in the finish. As you can see, it stays like that for quite a while, which is a little bit frustrating. It's not really something I can kind of swipe on my lips and then head out the door. I really have to wait for these to dry down. Don't have as much of an issue with the lighter shades because they're just a little bit more wearable on the lips, but with these deeper colors, I just cannot mess around. I'm already accident prone enough with deep lip colors that to also put like a messy formula on top of that is just not a good mixture for me. So these 2 I am gonna go ahead and let go of. The next 3 that I have are these 3. These are the Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid Lipsticks, and I do want to hold on to all 3 of these shades. Now the formula of these are a little bit different. Let me tell you the shades that I have. I have Nude Thrill, Nude Flush, and Berry Boost. I love these so much. They're non-drying. They are a little bit of a different formula than other liquid lipsticks in that they're kind of like a fluffy mousse. So it's not quite as liquidy as a formula as it is when I think of like a typical liquid lipstick. It is a little bit more of a creamy type of texture, but I really do love these. The pigmentation on them are a little bit lighter in nature than like a ColourPop liquid lipstick or something like that, but I just really love these. Even the berry color, it's not a really messy lipstick. It dries down pretty fast. It's really comfortable on the lips, so I do want to hold on to all 3 of these shades. These next 2 were discoveries of mine, I think either early this year or the end of 2016. They are the Jordana Sweet Cream Matte Liquid Lip Colors, and I have Buttercream Frosting and Creme Brulee. These were the only 2 that came out in the collection that I found to be somewhat flattering, and I really love these. I'll go ahead and swatch both of them. So this is Buttercream Frosting, and then the top is Creme Brulee. These also have a little bit more of a creamy type of texture on the lips. They dry down really quickly. Like you can already see that Buttercream Frosting is halfway dried down. So they're really pretty, super pigmented. They're not patchy or super drying. So I really highly recommend those 2. The next 2 that I have are another 2 that I really love. These are the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuits. I got the colors Rebel Rose as well as Berry Recognized, and I actually just picked up another one just recently, but it's like, I might put it in a haul soon, like a drugstore haul, but I think it's Nice to Fuchsia is the newest shade that I got. But yeah, these are also really amazing liquid lipsticks from the drugstore. I would say these come in a very close second place to the Jordana ones. So here are both of those shades. We have Rebel Rose up here at the top, which is a warm mauve, and then Berry Recognize, which is a beautiful berry shade. It's like a deep, vibrant berry color. Obviously, these are both super smooth. They have a little bit of a hydrating finish, so they're not super drying on the lips, but they're also not super messy or anything like that. You just kind of have to wait for them to dry down, but it's not as drastic as like the Revlon one. So also really love both of these colors. Okay, so I have some of these NYX Extreme Lip Creams. I have these shades. I don't know why it always takes me 5 years to find the shade names on NYX products. I have Buttery Nude, Stockholm, Nude Peach Fuzz, and Natural. Okay, so the first color here is the shade Natural. It's a really beautiful, almost like lip gloss liquid lipstick because it's very, very glossy in formula, but it's a really pretty warm nude, which I cannot get rid of, so I'm gonna hold on to that. Stockholm, I think I will get rid of. It's like a brownie, warmer nude color. It's just not something all that flattering. I think I used to have another one of these in my collection and I might have repurchased another one on accident, or I don't know how this one is in here still, but yeah, this one I am gonna get rid of. It's really pretty in a swatch. It just doesn't do very much for me on the lips. This next one is Nude Peach Fuzz, which is a really pretty light coral baby pink, and I do want to hold on to it. And then finally I have Buttery Nude, which looks so deep in color. It's a really pigmented liquid lipstick. Yeah, extreme lip cream. It's really, really pigmented and glossy, but I feel like it just looks really, really dark. So this one is gonna go in the maybe pile for me. I'll have to try it out this week, but I'm kind of leaning more towards no on that guy. This next one is the Milani Amore Matte Lip Cream in the shade Pretty. I literally went from drugstore to drugstore to hunt this down because I wanted it so bad. Of course, I love it because the name is Pretty, which matches my channel, Pretty and Prose, so I really wanted it for that reason, but also, of course, the color is really nice. It's just a warm mauve shade. I feel like this and like ColourPop liquid lipsticks, I really wouldn't be able to tell the difference in application. Maybe just that the ColourPop ones are slightly more liquidy, but I don't really have any qualms with the texture of this. It's really even and yeah, it's a great color. I have a bunch of these Color Blur Maybelline cream matte lip pencils and smudgers, and these came out back when the craze, there was that one makeup craze going around where it was like an ombre lip, but it'd be really pigmented in the center of the lip and then it would kind of sheer out. So that was the concept behind these, was that you know, drew in the center of your lips and then you smudged the edges out to create like a really cool ombre effect. And I haven't really used them all that much, so I do want to try to get rid of some of them. This first shade is the color I Like to Mauve It. And one thing I will say about these crayons is that they are incredibly smooth. Like, they don't tug on the skin whatsoever. They don't feel drying at all. So there's I Like to Mauve It, which I think I am gonna go ahead and get rid of. It's not that I don't like the color, it's just that I feel like I have other things like this, so that one I'm gonna let go of. This one is My Magenta. I mean, that is too pretty. I have to hold on to that. This is Berry Misbehaved, which is like a brighter, lighter version of this color below it. Really like it. It's a little bit more on the hot pink side, but I just love the formula of these. They are so smooth, but I want to say creamy, but they're not like a messy type of creamy. They're not like wet feeling on the skin at all. This one is obviously missing the cap. I don't even know what happened to this. And this is the color I'm Blushing. And I'll probably go ahead and let go of this one too. It's a warmer medium pink. And it's not to say that it's a bad color. It's just, I don't know. I feel like I have other things like this again, especially like liquid lipsticks. I feel like I have other things that closely match this. So that one I'll just let go of. And then this last one is Plum Please. This one I think I also will go ahead and hold on to. When it comes to these really deep shades, I do prefer either a liquid lipstick or a lip pencil because they're just a little bit more long lasting on me than like a standard lipstick is. I will go ahead and hold on to that guy. This next one is the L'Oreal Lilac Shiny Full Coverage Lip Color in the shade Chocolat. One thing I do like about it is that it's a very smooth, buttery type of formula. It does feel like a gloss and a lipstick mixed together, so it's really nice and smooth, but I am gonna go ahead and get rid of it just because it's a little bit of a thick formula, which I just feel is gonna feel really sticky on my lips throughout the day, and anytime I know a formula is gonna be uncomfortable, I just know I'm never gonna grab for it, even if the color is really pretty. I just know I'm not gonna use it, so this one I'm going to pass on. I have a couple of these e.l.f. matte lip colors, and I have the shades Natural as well as Tea Rose. Natural is up here at the top and Tea Rose is right below it. These are a little bit more like sturdy regular pencils, but they're very, very smooth on the lips. They're just not like glossy like the L'Oreal one. So you can see these are much more of a matte finish type of formula. I like the both of these colors and I will continue to hold on to those. This next one is the Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm, and this one is in the shade Unapologetic. I know this is a crazy, insane color. I've reached for it maybe once or twice since I purchased it, but it's such a smooth pencil, and it's just a really crazy, bright coral, hot pink color. Honestly, I barely ever use it, and the only time I do ever reach for it is when I want to top it over another lipstick, like say a red or an orange type of lipstick, and I want to give it a little extra kick. I'll go ahead and smooth this right over, and it really does intensify the lip color, so for that reason, I will go ahead and hold on to it. I have a couple of these NYX Jumbo Lip Pencils. I have Soft Fuchsia and Honey Nectar. And these are just really nice kind of like glossy pencils. So these are not a matte formula, but they're very lightweight. A part of me does want to let go of this deeper shade. Which one was that? Let's see. So that one was Soft Fuchsia. I actually think I am going to go ahead and get rid of Soft Fuchsia. It's just not a color that I ever reach for. I do still really like Honey Nectar, which is a medium pink color, but I think that's the only one I am gonna continue to hold on to. I also have this Lord & Berry Runaway Long Lasting Crayon Lipstick. I don't know if they carry Lord & Berry anymore inside of CVS. I remember they had like a whole range of these little lip pencils, and I don't see them anymore, which is unfortunate because I really did like this one. Unfortunately, I can't give you a name of it because I don't see it anywhere on the packaging, but there's a little swatch of it there. It's just a warm nude. And then finally, out of the lip pencils, I have this Fergie Wet n Wild Velvet Matte Lip Color. This one is in the shade Timeless Chick. And this one I am gonna get rid of. I'm not crazy about the texture of this. First of all, it's kind of like a moussey pencil. And then the color is just a little bit too dark for what I like. I remember getting this back when like the whole Kylie Jenner deep brown lips were really in at the time, and I was literally getting every lipstick in the world in that dark brown kind of color, and so that's where this one came in, but I never ever wear it, so this one I'm just going to let go of. Okay, so I went ahead and just quickly swatched out all of the NYX matte lipsticks, and the first shade is the color Tea Rose, so I'm starting up here at the top, so I have Tea Rose. Next is Shocking Pink. I have two Whipped Caviars, Natural, Honeymoon, and Euro Trash. Okay, so I think out of all of these colors, the only shade that I want to hold on to is Shocking Pink because it's just one of the only ones I have like this in my collection. Obviously, it's a really bright fuchsia pink type of color. I think I'm gonna get rid of Tea Rose, which typically I love anything titled Tea Rose in NYX's like lip collection. I always find that those are the most flattering shades on me, but I don't know, I feel like this one has like a slight metallic type of finish to it, which is probably not showing up on camera, but in person there's a little bit of a sheen to it, and I feel like it's a little bit deep. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Tea Rose. I also am gonna get rid of both of my Whipped Caviars. I don't know why I have two. I probably purchased the second one on accident, but again, I don't like the finish of it. It might look pretty matte on camera, but in person there's almost a little bit of a sheen to these, which I don't really like, so I am gonna get rid of that one. And then Natural, I think I'm also going to get rid of. Again, really, it just comes down to the depth of the color with these. I know they're not things that I wear anymore, so I tend to reach for more natural, nudie type of colors. A lot of these I feel like just look the exact same on the lip, so I don't need 800 versions of the same lip color, so I'm gonna get rid of Natural. The next one below it is Honeymoon, which is this gray toned nude shade, which I am gonna hold on to. I like that there's a little bit of a gray color in here. And then Euro Trash, I'm also gonna get rid of. This is a slightly bronzy brown tone nude color. Yeah, I just know that I'm not ever going to reach for it. Honestly, I've seen a lot of these lipsticks like over the past year, and every time I put these on my lips, I never reach for them again, which tells me that I don't really wear them or use them, so I'd rather pass them on to someone who is going to use them. Okay, so I just went ahead and swatched out the round lipsticks from NYX. So the ones I just did were all the matte ones, and these are just their regular round lipsticks. And the shades that I have are B52, Tea Rose, Fig, Georgia, Heather, Fig again, because I have two, and then finally the shade Sierra. And out of all of these, I think the only ones that I'm holding on to are Sierra, which is this deeper spicy orange brown, as well as one of the figs. I'm gonna let go of the other fig, but I like the shade Fig because it's a warm medium pink. It's not too much on the deep side. It doesn't have too much like brown in there, so it's actually a little bit lighter on the lips, which I like. But the rest of these I am gonna go ahead and get rid of. Not to say that I necessarily hate all these other shades, it's just one, I have never ever used them, like maybe a couple of times, but I don't wear them, especially these like deeper shades that are more brown based. For whatever reason, I buy them, and I buy so many of them, but I don't wear them. So I know I don't really like them on my lips too much, but even if I loved all these colors, it is time to throw these guys out. They are showing signs of expiration, especially with like getting little bumps on the side. When anything is starting to change in texture like that, like pay attention to the sides of your lipsticks. If they're getting bumpy or changing in texture, that usually means that it's time to let it go. And I'm not at all surprised because some of these I've had for years. So I am only gonna hold on to 2 shades out of everything that I have here. I have a couple of e.l.f. lipsticks. I have Runaway Pink, which I think is probably my second or third time repurchasing this, as well as Orange Dream. And Runaway Pink, I am gonna go ahead and let go of. I repurchased it, I think about a year ago, and I never ever wear it. Honestly, I reach for liquid lipsticks much more than regular push-up lipsticks anymore. So if I know I'm not gonna use it, I would rather just pass it on. And then this one I know I'm gonna hold on to. It is Orange Dream. This is probably my favorite e.l.f. lipstick of all time because it's so unique. It has a really strong orange tone in there. There are a lot of lipsticks that are red-orange, so by the time you actually get them on your lips, they just look like a regular red. This actually does look like a true orange on the lips, especially if you prime the lips with like concealer. It really does help the orange pop, but I just love this for like a super vibrant orange lip. I feel like it's perfect for the summer with a tan. It just looks really like beachy and summery. So, and then these last 4 little guys are the Revlon lip butters, and I know I probably only want to hold on to a couple of these. I have the shade Juicy Papaya. And this used to be my everyday lip color back when I was living in California. This would just be like my throw in my beach bag type of lip shade because it's a pretty melon orange color. It has a little bit of color in there, but it's really hydrating and finished. So even if I didn't exfoliate my lips that day, I could throw this guy on and not feel self-conscious about it. But I've had it for probably, I don't know, over 3 years, and I just don't reach for it anymore. And I do want to go ahead and let go of it for that reason. I have Raspberry Pie, which I know I still want to hold on to. First of all, I love the name. But second of all, the color is just a really nice light berry shade. I am gonna get rid of Peach Parfait. I think this is one of the first lip butters I ever purchased, so it is super, super old. Even though I did like the color, it is a warm peach with little glitters running through it. I did like this guy while I used it, but it's just really old. It's time to finally let that go. And then Red Velvet. I think I will still hold on to Red Velvet. I don't really like that it's a glossy formula, but in case I ever want like a little hint of red that's a little bit more hydrating, I like having this. I just really love the formula of Revlon lip butters. Even after all this time and trying out 1,000 other lipsticks, these are still some of my favorite formulas because they're so moisturizing and they just have really beautiful color. So I am gonna hold on to these 2, but these guys I'm gonna go ahead and let go of. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up with my Wet n Wild lipsticks, which I've swatched out here and then some over here. And I'm just gonna go down the line and let you know every shade and what I'm gonna let go of. So this first one, this really dark shade, is the color 919B. This one I'm letting go of because it's just super expired. It's been in here for way too long. I think the only time I ever really reached for this was around Halloween or when really dark vampy lips were coming back in the makeup scene like years ago. But other than that, I really have never touched it. So time to let that one go. I have Pretty Persimmon, which is one of my favorite summer colors. I have Mauve Outta Here, which is just a mauve color. It's still in pretty good condition. For a Wet n Wild lipstick, these guys get beat up so much because the formula is so soft, they melt really easily, so I feel like no matter how much I try to take care of them, they always end up looking pretty beat up. But anyways, that's besides the point. This next one is the shade 902C, which is a warm caramel color. This one I am going to get rid of. I never ever reach for it at all, and it's been sitting in here for way too long. This next one is the shade Just Peachy, which I used to wear all of the time when I first got it, but I've had it for quite a long time now. I do think it is expired because the texture of it has altered so much, but I definitely will repurchase another one of these. It's just a really easy wearable kind of color. This next one is in Think Pink, which I will hold on to. It doesn't look like it's expired in any way, and it's just another really nice wearable warmer pink shade. This next one is Shocking, or no, I'm sorry, this is Dollhouse Pink, which is a really, I feel like it's kind of like Barbie pink on steroids type of shade. It's really bright and intense, but it's another one of those colors that I like using as a mixing shade if I wanna brighten up a lipstick or I wanna pop it like in the center to create kind of like an ombre lip. I'll use this. This next one is the shade 917B Cinnamon Spice, and I remember loving this for the fall. It is more of a brown and a burgundy mixed together. And then this next one too, I also love. This is the shade 24 Karat Gold, and this is another one of those true orange shades. So if you can see it against Pretty Persimmon, you can see Pretty Persimmon has a much more red tone in here, where 24 Karat Gold is more of that pastel orange. It's not a really light, obnoxious orange, but it's definitely more of a true orange on the lips. And moving on to this hand, sorry if I'm talking really fast. I'm trying to like rush through this so that it's not 100 years long. But this next one is 918D, which is a really deep burgundy color. I think I am gonna let go of it. It doesn't seem quite as matte as the other shades for some reason. It has a little bit more of a shine to it, which I'm not crazy about in deeper lip colors, so that one I will go ahead and get rid of as well. Below it is Smokin' Hot Pink, which is a deep hot pink color. It's vibrant without being too bright and obnoxious on the lips, but I will be letting go of it. I remember loving it when I did wear it. It's just that I've had it for way too long and it's clearly expired as well, so yeah. Next one is Pink Sugar, which I'm also going to let go of. I don't think it really looks like it's in that bad of shape, but it's a very light nude, which I really rarely ever wear. And finally, I have Mochalicious, which is here at the bottom. This is more of a warm brown. I am gonna let go of this one as well for the same reason I got rid of this other burgundy shade, in that it kind of has like a hydrating, shiny finish to it, which I don't really like in my deeper lip colors. So that one I am also gonna let go of. Okay guys, so here is an overview of everything that I am letting go of for this round. It did come out to, I believe, about 28 products, so I feel like that is pretty good. I do have more drugstore lipsticks to go through, which I will go ahead and include in my higher end lipstick collection and declutter that I'll have up next week. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, definitely don't forget to subscribe. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.